All right, another Brock Purdy topic. Fred Warner doesn't think that Mac Jones is better than Brock Purdy, apparently, because Fred Warner went on the radio this week and said that Brock has a chance to be the best quarterback in the entire league.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you if you agree with Fred,
Yeah.
because we all agree that anyone has a chance to
Yeah.
be something in the future. You don't know. But why do you think Fred said this?
Damage control. Because
Damage
everyone's
control.
because everyone's saying he used to do this with Jimmy when they're like, why isn't Trey playing? And Fred's like, dude, we got Jimmy's back. Jimmy's our boy. Jimmy's our
Jimmy's incredible.
quarterback. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jimmy's our guy. Fred and George and they all do this. They're leaders. They're captains for a reason. They're going in. I mean, I'm sure he said that in response to some question that had to reference Mac comparing to Purdy. And you're just like, no, dude, like Brock's our guy. Mac's our backup, just like he did when Trey Lance was there. I'm sure just like he would have done if they asked about Trey Lance when Brock Purdy was popping off, would have said the same thing. No, Trey's our guy because that's what you do for your team's quarterback. No one can replicate what he did, even though Brock hasn't had a game like that in a year and a half. It's our guy.
I think that's what he meant to do, but I think he subconsciously did something else too. It's like he, he needs to improve and reach that next echelon to justify the contract.
Yeah.
And instead of Warner being pessimistic like me and saying like, "Gee, I don't know if our quarterback's worth the money we paid him," and that's potentially catastrophic if he's not. He's saying he is worth it because he is still improving, and he is going to end up being a quarterback even better than you guys imagine. And if that happens, then everything's going to work out. But
He's trying to speak it
if
into
that doesn't
existence.
manifest, then it's
Yeah,
they're going to have a problem.
Is Fred trying to manifest it? He's just coping. He's like, oh, please God, I went through this with Jimmy. Please let Brock be better.
I think that Fred and Saleh think that they're the best leaders of all time, and they can bring out the best in people simply by saying they believe in them.
I
And I
think they
don't think that's
can.
necessarily Kyle Shanahan's style, right? Kyle's kind of
Yeah.
the other style of coach. Like, I'm skeptical. I don't think you're that good. Prove me wrong. I think Fred and Saleh try to balance that out and say, no, no, no. You are special because I said so.
Okay. So I actually have a quick question about this, kind of about this, but about Brock in general. Say he comes out, and he does play in the Cardinals, and he's toughing it out because he's such a tough guy.
So tough.
And he gets belt to ass in the first half. Do you think they pull him? And if they do you think they blame the injury? And say, oh, his toe was just bugging out. That's why we put in Mac. We didn't actually bench him. We just
Of
wanted
course.
his.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think
But
they
I feel
pull him
like
though?
that's why a reason why maybe Brock shouldn't play in this game is like if you go out there and you don't play well, people are going to want Mac Jones back in the game
Oh, for
because
sure.
no one
Niners
has any
fans are
patience
so
for.
yeah, Niners fans are so fair. Whether he will get booed the instant if in the home opener he's getting blown out by Kyler Murray.
And doesn't this put more pressure on Brock? Like last year, if he was playing YOLO ball and making bad decisions, what were fans going to do about it? They're like, well, do you want Brandon Allen to play? But if he's doing stuff like that and abandoning plays and going outside the system and the structure of what Kyle wants to do, and you see what it looks like with
Yeah.
Mac, who's just executing and doing his job. Like Mac's not trying to make plays. Mac's doing his job.
Yeah.
Brock's trying to make plays, which is leading him to not always doing his job. And I think if he keeps losing, if he keeps making mistakes, there's going to be less patience for it,
Yeah.
considering there's a feeling that the guy on the bench could do pretty well because he has.
Plus, even if you are one of those delusional fans that thinks Purdy's top 5, you want him to sit because this is the Cardinals, man. We want to focus on the Rams. Like, let's stay healthy for the Rams. And that's why I kind of had a feeling Brock would try to rush back, and how you can kind of tell it's more of a Brock thing, like nervous, because everyone knows the Cardinals, while yeah, they're not like an easy team, they're not a team you're like stressing over. Week 5 we play the Rams. That's a team you're stressing over. Like if we were playing the Rams this week, I could see Brock coming back and it not be a thing where it's like, oh, I'm just scared of how Mac Jones played. It's like, I need to get back because we're playing the Rams. But dude, it's the Cardinals. Come on. You're not convincing me that you need to rush back so bad because we're playing the dangerous Cardinals. Like, nah. I say sit him, and I say let Mac cook come in. Honestly, let Mac play against the Rams. Oh my god, a shootout with Stafford and Mac. Cinema.
Remember 2 years ago when Brock Purdy got a little bit of a concussion against the
Mhm.
Vikings in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Was clearly dinged up at the end of the game. I think he threw a couple picks after that, but he, like, got dinged up on a quarterback sneak. And I thought he went through the concussion protocol that week, I believe, and I thought there was a chance that they would just start Sam Darnold. Like,
Mhm.
why rush him back? Kinda wanna see what Sam can do anyway. But Brock rushed back. He played against the Bengals. He played like shit. They lost. And we never got to see a full start from Sam Darnold on the Niners. What maybe in retrospect, it would have been nice. Maybe that
Yeah.
would have, put Brock into more perspective. But I think Brock wants to maintain the
Oh, for
perception
sure.
that he's the savior here,
For
that they
sure.
can't win without him, that he's super special, and that not anyone can put up the numbers that he does. And if Mac can, then that's not good for his business. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, COHN, and download the app now.
And I think and that's the thing, yeah, you have all these people that are huge Brock fans, but then in the same hand they'll defend Kyle and say he's one of the best offensive play callers. Like, okay, so then we're not forgetting that Kyle can do this with every quarterback. Like Brock Purdy, I don't know why people get so offended when you say Brock Purdy's he's from Kyle's system. Like that's why he's good. Like because Kyle's system makes everyone look good. That's why I didn't understand why we paid Brock because he wasn't doing much more than Kyle's system asked him to do. Sure, he ran around a couple times, missed some sacks, but a lot of times it was ill-advised. Like you could watch the all 22 and it's like, wait, this guy's wide open. Why didn't Brock just throw it to him? He just bailed out of a clean pocket.
Yeah, you have this uniquely good system that the whole league wants. You have everyone else has a knockoff version of your system. You
Yeah.
got the original. You have no offensive line. I mean, it's not no offensive line, but you don't take it seriously. You have as mediocre of an offensive line as you can possibly create. What are you doing paying for a quarterback? You don't need to do it. You're
Plus,
not set up to do it. You don't want to do it. I
and
don't
here's
understand.
another reason Brock doesn't need to play. Dude, Walter Nolan's out. All of their starting corners are out. I think their top 3 corners are out. Brock doesn't need to play. And it's
Yeah.
it's a lose-lose for Brock, right? Because if he does play, right, and say he even plays well, well, it's well, you just beat the Cardinals with none of their defensive starters pretty much in the secondary. But say he gets he kind of gets beat up a bit. It's how are you playing bad against the Cardinals second string secondary? So if I was Brock, I would take the week off. I would let Mac do it because let Mac be in in that win-lose situation. That doesn't sound very fun.
Timothy Orr says Fred wants to go to Cancun pretty bad. He's more of a Bahamas guy, I think. Andrew Powell says Brock PFF grade versus Seattle is 80. Max grade versus NO is 58.
PFF grades are, yeah, okay.
Okay. I love that when it's we all watch the game
Okay.
and we're having an argument about how we play. So let's just appeal to an authority that uses a grading system that we don't understand. All
That
right,
no one
well,
understands. In their PFF graded
all
system,
right.
they also have Alex Highsmith as a better edge rusher than TJ Watt. So
I mean, he does get credit. He went against a good defense. He faced a ton of pressure. I think he had pressure on 57% of his dropbacks. He gets for sure credit for that. But the turnovers were unforced. He forced the passes. They were winning. His defense was playing well. I don't see how you excuse that in a game like that. I mean,
yeah, Mac played
Jake
well.
Moody didn't make it the next game. I thought Brock's worst play, Brock cost them more points than Jake did in that game.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Brock Purdy reminds me of early Sam Darnold, where he'll be playing well, and then randomly he just throws a ball where you're like, what are you doing? Well,
Yeah.
why? Like the
Yeah.
triple coverage. In what universe did you think? Oh, he was open. Like he threw 2 picks where you're just sitting there
Huh?
but why?
Yeah, but why?
And
Yeah.
that's the problem with Brock is he hasn't stopped doing it.
And
Right?
it's not like you were down by 10. It's not like your defense was playing like crap and you had to take risks.
Yeah, like at least Mac, if he misses, it's not missing into a DB's hands. He's just missing out of bounds, missing low, like a normal quarterback. Brock just throws it at a DB, and you're just like, all right, that I guess so.